Private teaching class. Upon hearing that Moan wanted to privately seek her tutoring, Fran was extremely shocked and became even more nervous than before. Her face instantly turned red, like a red apple. She held the textbook tightly in her hand, wanting to say something to Moan, but couldn't say anything. The students sitting in the back row were very puzzled by Moan's requirements. They were quietly discussing Moan's strange behavior with the students sitting next to them. I'm still wondering why he came to class. So, he has a crush on Miss Fran. Not only is he interested in 13 girls at once, but now he's setting his sights on the teacher as well. He openly flirted with the teacher. That's just too arrogant. Recalling the recent news circulating at school, every student looked at him with contemptuous eyes. They seemed to have misunderstood Moan's normal demands into something else. Fran, like other students, misunderstood what Moan wanted to express. Due to nervousness and shyness, her body trembled slightly and swayed left and right. She seems to be about to lose her balance. She answered Moan's question hesitantly. No, we can't do this. Moan didn't notice anything wrong with Fran's words. He asked her with confusion. Huh? Why not? Isn't it normal to spend money on extracurricular tutoring? Because. Before she could finish speaking, Fran had already fainted on the ground. Her body collided with the floor and made a loud noise. Moan was startled by Fran's situation. He quickly stood up from his seat and shouted loudly, "Miss Fran!" Moan left his seat and quickly rushed to the podium. He placed his hand on Fran's back and slowly helped her up from the ground. He asked her with great concern, "Miss Fran, are you okay? Where do you feel uncomfortable in your body?" However, it seems that Fran has not yet recovered from the tension just now. She closed her eyes, shook her head gently, and continued to mutter, "No, we." Although the title of Duchess is tempting, a romantic relationship between teacher and student is unacceptable. To be Duchess. Fran rested on Moan's arm. Her face remained very red, and there was no sign of the blush disappearing. Her consciousness gradually blurred, as if she was about to faint again. Just then, a few knocking sounds suddenly came from outside the classroom. Subsequently, Celicia and Weyer opened the door and entered the classroom. As members of the student union, they have to set aside some time every day to inspect the class situation in each classroom. Celicia checked the list in her hand while speaking to the students and teachers in the classroom. "Excuse me, the student union conducts routine inspections." Celicia. Seeing Celicia appear here, Moan felt a little nervous. At this moment, he sat on the ground holding Fran, who had fainted. If others don't understand what happened in this classroom just now, they may think that Moan and Fran are doing something strange in the classroom. Unfortunately, Celicia happened to witness this scene. Seeing Moan embracing Fran, Celicia showed a very disgusted expression. She looked at Moan with serious eyes and asked coldly, "Moan Campbell, what are you doing?" Then, Celicia and Weyer took Moan and Fran outside the classroom. After some explanation, Everyone understood some details of what had just happened. Fran slightly bent down to Moan and apologized to him for what had just happened. "Sorry, Moan. It's all my fault. I'm too nervous. Sorry. Moan didn't mind the reaction that Fran had just made in the classroom. "It's okay. I am also at fault. I should have said it more clearly." Seeing that the matter has been resolved, Celicia said to Fran, "If there are no other questions, Miss Fran can go back to class first. Don't make students wait too long." Fran bowed politely to them, indicating that she would leave first. I'll go back first." Moan placed one hand on his chest and politely bowed to Fran, watching her return to the classroom. Weyer stood in front of Celicia to protect her and prevent Moan from doing anything bad to Celicia. She placed her hands on her waist and asked him with a skeptical tone, "So, Moan Campbell, do you really just want pure tutoring?" Moan replied, "Yes, I haven't learned much about my previous knowledge. I want to find a teacher to tutor me for the courses I missed before. I just didn't expect Miss Fran to misunderstand my words." Celicia closed her eyes and elegantly lifted a strand of her hair behind her ear. She said to Moan, "You have disrupted classroom order without reason, and according to school regulations, you should be punished. But considering that this is just a misunderstanding, the student union will not hold you responsible. Please be cautious in your words and actions in the future. As for your tutoring, unfortunately, in addition to their daily teaching duties, most teachers also conduct their own magical research. They won't have free time. I suggest you apply to be an observer and follow the first-year students to study." "Let's go, Weyer." After speaking, Celicia turned around without hesitation and left here. Weyer secretly turned around and made a face at Moan, expressing her disgust towards him. Then, she quickly caught up to Celicia's pace. Moan believes that Celicia's advice is very reasonable. He placed his hand on his chin and pondered for a moment. Celicia is right. Relearning previous knowledge is indeed the quickest way to solve problems. But even if I could stand the embarrassment of studying with first-year students, it would mean delaying my graduation by a whole year. What I lack most is time. I just want to find someone to tutor me." Moan clenched his fist tightly and shook it up and down excitedly. He feels helpless at the thought that he currently has neither time to study nor teachers to help with tutoring. He doesn't want to graduate later than his peers. He just wants to learn magic as quickly as possible to avoid trouble from evil gods. At this moment, Moan suddenly thought of a way to find more time to quickly make up for the knowledge he had not learned before. Wait, if that's the case, I can directly go to the library and have the black book record all the books related to magic, and then use the time difference between the two sides to read them in the cultivation space. Although I haven't tried it, theoretically, it should be possible. Oh my! I'm truly a genius. Moan showed a proud smile. He was very happy with the solution he came up with. He decided to go to the library now and try this method. The library of Santa Maria College is located somewhere within the college. From the outside, it appears to be a huge building capable of accommodating thousands of books. At this moment, the sunlight was shining on the library. It is like a gentle painter, coating library with a flowing golden halo. Inside the library, a librarian is closing the book in her hand. Anna happened to be on duty at the library today. She stretched lazily and yawned. When the weather gets cold, I can't even focus on reading. At this moment, Anna opened her eyes and noticed a special student coming to the library. Hey, what have I discovered? Anna was a bit surprised by Moan's arrival. She saw Moan picking books in front of rows of bookshelves. He took down a book with a red cover from the bookshelf and read the contents very carefully. Anna gave a mysterious smile. She stared at Moan as if a fierce beast had set its sights on its prey. Suddenly, a prank popped into her mind. Isn't this Celicia's foolish and wealthy golden-haired boy? Anyway, I'm also very bored now. Let me tease him for a while.